included my audio.
Speak.
Speaking.
We're good. Where the fuck was I? I don't remember. Only been 2 days and I don't fucking remember.
I don't know either.
Is this the apothecary
Pleasure is all
shop?
mine, envoy.
Oh. Is it? Has to be. Okay, what am I missing? Find someone to report to at the embassy. Okay, where? This is it, isn't it? Okay, no, it's pointing down. Why is it pointing down? Is there an imaginary basement over here? Hello?
What's happening?
I am confused. Hey, chest. It had shit in it. Seems to be a common trope of chest having bad shit in it.
That often?
Unfortunately.
Coming in hot.
You know how the cat mods... how do we get more companion mods? Like normal companion mods, not like special for the species things, like claw mods and shit.
You'd have to check the codex and shit, man. Just gonna double check. Alright, still good. A lot of ghosts in here. Thankfully, ghosts are weak. For some reason.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Good amount of XP. Kinda. Ooh, gold. Come on, let me pick it up. Totem fragment, yay. So, I think the city is... Okay, I think the city goes up there, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, I know a good way to check. Let me get on the roof. If I can get on the roof. Unless...
High Market. A haven... haven of opulence in an otherwise nice city.
Okay, so this is Hightown, I guess.
Allowed these interlopers onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain, murdered.
The Clavager deserve better!
They will never take our home! Down with Adia!
You, Adirin! You herald the end of our way of life! You are a scourge upon our city! The citizens of Paradise have come to hear the truth. They need to know what will befall us if we do not deal with you.
I mean, I think that everyone should get
You
along.
represent everything they stand for. You will find no peace here. Hear me, Paradise. Did we not come here to escape the Empire? Do the
This might be a dumb question, but is grog an actual drink?
We must stand against tyranny!
Gods will make them pay!
Like, did pirates actually mix rum and water?
Probably. That seems like a logical way of diluting something.
Well,
Did those
no,
just-
they from what I hear, they did it to extend the drink, like make it last longer.
That makes sense as well.
I'd believe that they blah, 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 blah. I would believe that they did that.
Agreed.
This note was interesting.
Ah, a seeker of mysteries. Welcome. You are among friends. Please, close the door behind you.
I am disturbed already.
Why are you disturbed?
There's a shrine to Whale, you know, the god of mysteries and riddles, madness, etc. And eyes everywhere, and there's a person
Mysterious
sitting.
one, unlock these lands unto us. Provide us with the knowledge our healers seek to heal the wounds of this man. Its stones and thorns are shown. Secrets you will grant us the
I can't tell what
The riddle here, I can feel it.
May your eyes see all.
There's a chest here, I guess, but It's not helpful when I don't have lockpicks. I would like me some lockpicky.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Just steal
It's not-
some.
What if I could? Also, Garrus, that's not how that works.
We should stop by Sansa's sometime. There's nothing like it, that's for sure.
Well, alright, merchant. Open.
Welcome, welcome. I was hoping you would drop in.
Did the two heads take turns, or was this guy twice as hungry?
So why would you be collecting lizard skulls is my question.
He likes the shape of them.
I mean, Zorips are great, but why would you collect their skulls?
People are weird.
Admit
It's
it.
not nice.
You want to hit it.
It's true.
Just once.
I won't deny, when I was younger, I collected bones.
Understandable.
Like 12 type of young, I collected bones.
Again, yeah, not surprising. Collecting bones isn't that uncommon. I don't think.
And before you ask, yes, they were washed and disinfected and shit.
I figured.
And I have the armor. Oh hey, they're mentioning console hot again. The third mention. In the first game, in the second game, and now in the third game. Yay! The trifecta. Considering Console Hot's not alive, I wonder if he'll actually come back, like, as a living person here.
A good question. Has Max said anything in Discord?
Yep. I was gonna message him, which you probably should. Actually, better yet, I'll call him.
Okay.
Alright, he's alive. He just sent me to voicemail. He's definitely alive. I don't know what he's doing, though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to mix your communal meals bowl with your ashes of the dead bowl.
Well, that's true, Garrus. There's a lot of stuff in this place.
My shop is in here, envoy.
Yes, I know where your shop is, but I'm going to take all your food.
Looking for something?
I like how the guy at the door greeted me. I just walk around doing normal things, looking at all of his cool stuff, and then I just walk into his fucking room. Oh, hey, a Wodaka talisman piece. Yay. Four out of 6. Where's the other two? I need the last two.
I understand the curious spirit, but I promise that region is well mapped.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
What?
Well, the description of this fungus.
What, kind of like the cordyceps or something?
Kinda. I would put it more similar to the Destroying Angel.
Hmm.
This place so far is interesting.
I hope whoever stuffed that covered their nose and mouth.
Ah.
Well, that's lucky.
What?
Somebody's stalker spawned in, and the stalker died and dropped hate.
Well, it's convenient.
Isn't that really good, if I remember correctly?
I mean, it's one of the higher middle ground sites.
I'm curious, what's the best scythe?
I would say Harmony or Reaper. Rhyme. Well, then that's everything.
You're back. What have you found?
Yeah.
Well, that map tells me fucking nothing. Thanks, map. Well, that also tells me nothing. Thanks, paper. I'll buy that shield. I need a good shield anyway. Some of my money back. Yay! You need to find the totem core too, bruh.
Hey, you have to check in with me to enter this part of the... never mind. Doesn't matter anyway.
Oh.
Curse my brother. Oh, stand into his own destruction. The thief and scoundrel has taken my goods one time too many. See to it that he is punished on the wheel, I beg of you. May he be a beetle in his next life.
That's nice. So, given given that he sent me the voicemail and he's not online yet, what you think he's doing?
Waiting for his mom to go and wake up or something.
Don't think that she's awake at this time.
Harambe, let's be honest, I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Ow, my legs!
Don't let them escape!
Woo! Strong enemies.
You take lead.
I can't! Felt that one!
Oh, I went down. I mean, if you guys aren't gonna follow me out here into the sight of the guards, I'll just shoot you from here. No skin off my nose. Well, that's a level 3 enemy, no wonder.
He sucks so.
They should thank you.
Here we go!
Next one's mine.
That enemy dropped a cucumber. Amazing. Oh, they murdered a guard. Of course they did. Mac is spamming things in chat again. Dust.
Yeah.
Mac is spamming things in chat again.
Aethys, forgive me.
Yep.
I don't have much to give. The Adiran soldiers have seized so much. There's little left to buy. Please grant us protection from this plague and whatever else is to come.
Isn't this a surprise? Not only to see you alive, but to have you grace my little workshop. Chandlers don't get many high-ranking clients. Priests and pilgrims mostly. Still, business is good. Better than good. I used to have an apprentice. When the Adirans came to our shore, he moved on without as much as a goodbye. But I hold no grudge. He had his reasons to go, just as I have my reasons to stay. Careful how far you leap to that conclusion. You might just hurt yourself. Some of us understand you good folk are here to help, and some of us need a little more time.
Imagine
No
how
kidding.
boring this place would be if we all agreed.
The living lands could use a little discipline, that's what I say. And who better to bring it
Mood.
than the Adirans?
Mood, Garrus, mood. He just said, imagine how boring life would be if everyone agreed on everything.
Well, there was this Aethasian priest on his way to Emerald Stair. He was rather fond of my work. And the Temple of Andra can't seem to get enough of them. Burning the wick at both ends, I suppose. Probably a good idea. No one cheats death without owing someone a favor. Go up the main road to the Street of the Gods. Eloise, the attendant, is a sweet girl, though a little anxious around newcomers. Don't keep the Lady of Lament waiting now. Unlike Aethys, patience is not one of her virtues. A lot of them came here after the purgings in the Deerwood, looking for sanctuary in all the wrong places. Even on these shores, Aethys isn't the most popular deity. Andra is closer to our hearts, always has been.
Oh, really? The god that indirectly destroyed everything isn't a popular deity? Man, who would have guessed?
Very curious.
Or the ocean goddess being a popular god on an island?
With the gods on my side, I won't need to, but I appreciate the invitation all the same. If you need to keep warm at night, help yourself to some Mogren's Fury. It's growing in a pot just over there. No charge, of course. The Adiran envoy's money is no good here, and never will be. Beeswax is dangerous to find in these parts, but you won't find better in all of Aeor.
Alright, I'm not gonna say this game is perfect. Because nowadays no game is perfect. Right? But for being an Obsidian made game that plays pretty much exactly like Skyrim, almost 1-to-1, it's not bad at all. It's really good. I just think it needs trimming around the edges, so to speak.
Welcome to our shrine,
E.
Envoy, what is it?
Shrine to Wodika.
She's gotten a lot more popular since your people arrived.
Alright. No offense to Wodika because she was really, really, really helpful in the second game. But why is she a popular god? She's kind of snarky. And not in a good way.
Then I have no idea. And I'm gonna get some water, I'm thirsty.
How awful.
Murder. Okay.
You adherent.
Not to worry, Envoy. We got one of the bastards.
Are you sure?
We caught this one trying to break into the embassy.
Oh, what the hell is Mac talking about now?
Persistent little rats, aren't they?
Sounds like he needed to go.
Envoy.
Nice to meet you, Envoy.
Is this what it's like to travel with an envoy? I can get used to this. I wish they had.
O great queen that was, have your sway over this new land. May you bring righteousness and justice to these shores and these people. Grant them your justice.
Damn, I missed a voice line from Garrus because of that guy.
Yours is maybe fit, a great civilization, and punish those who oppose you. We seek your leadership here, O queen, and your guidance.
I would prefer Garrus over that guy.
We're going to do great things here.
Street urchins would make more respectable militia than this rabble.
Envoy, we're going to do great things here. Welcome, Envoy. You look well. At least the weather's decent.
Wow. There was nothing in here. Amazing.
For the Empire. Yeah.
Sir, the words you were looking for was for the Emperor. Oh my god, Bozel is alive.
Gawain, I beseech you. Turn your eyes to these lands and give our hunters your blessing. Protect them from this plague as they journey out into the wilds. Grant them a steady shot and quick fingers. All to your glory. Please excuse me, I'm in prayer.
See that worn spot? Hunters pet the wolf's head for good luck.
Interesting.
Doesn't anyone smile in this city?
No.
I don't like how cozy the Clavigers gotten with the adherents. That High Inquisitor especially bothers me.
Where have you been?
Likes to give me the spooks. Looks like they can see into my soul.
They might just. You know the Steel Garrote are solely devoted to Wodica, right?
I've been doing stuff. And listening to my mom talk about politics.
Well, I don't know.
Could just say sleeping.
Living under the Exile Queen's rule is bound to be harsh.
And with that being the case, why though? Sleeping that long is unhealthy.
The Juana warship Andra as
Mr. Bam, did you get any pictures today?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Well, one, answer my question because I asked one first.
I did answer it.
You didn't.
I told you what I was.
Asked why.
Oh, because if I don't listen to her mom, she gets upset.
I meant the whole sleeping all day thing. Very unhealthy.
That's because I was awake all night.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you sleep for 16 hours.
I actually went to sleep at 11, thank you. AM.
Why'd you get offline?
My remedies have been tested and
Because I was gonna try and sleep, then I got a second wind.
You should have got back online.
Yes, ma'am?
Safe to say Andra's got a wealthy patron
Okay.
here somewhere.
What about it? Okay.
Lady of Lament, grant us your strength.
You should have gotten back
so
online.
we may overcome adversity as the wave overcomes the shore.
Sure woulda coulda, that's in the past now.
I hope
What happened?
they serve you well.
Should would've could've, it's in the past now. Can't be changed. Locked in.
Yeah, but you can do better later.
dear citizens,
True.
a drop is all it takes. Protect yourself against the wretched soul.
To answer your question though, it's definitely a good item, but I already have a D&D styled wallet.
He says he appreciates the wild, but he already had a D&D styled one.
I'm sure I can figure out something to do with it.
She said keep it for a rainy day. She was gonna send you a regular yellow one, but I told her to go for the Egyptian look.
Good choice. Ayo.
But
Takehu was here in the Living Lands. No
Mom
fish
says you
man?
used a wallet to keep cards you don't carry all the time.
Oh yeah.
He went, oh yeah. So Taketu is mentioned in
Third
About.
game, yeah.
Nice.
Apparently he went to the Living Lands after the second game.
Okay. Well, he did want to live. You want a
What does
better
that
place
have
to
to do with
live?
anything?
Because what better place to live in the Living Lands?
Oh, fuck off. So, you finished the second game yet?
Nope. I was able to get to the next part of Seraphin's companion quest finding Rumaro, and I misled Maunage to go to Port Manger instead of where I was actually going. So I'm expecting her to come after my ass at some point for misleading her.
Hail and well met, Envoy. I knew that our paths would
I
cross eventually,
did first.
if not so
I
suddenly.
delivered one of Maya's missives. I got a bunch of quests that I gotta do, but I was able to
Forget
take
about
out.
exploring.
I know I was able to take out 2 bounties though. I've been having a lot of fun taking out random ships and just collecting their triumphs.
Make sure it's actually bad ships.
I know, I only attack the ones that attack me first.
Don't forget about
Well,
the
Ma?
Principe, because not all of them will attack you.
I mean, thing that comes separate because you have to have your own headpiece already, Mom? Mom, it doesn't come with a headpiece. What, you mean this? Yeah. Mom couldn't see something 2 feet in front of her.
But Mac, don't forget about the Principe. Not all of them will attack you first.
That's Bluetooth, Mom. You don't need the thing unless you want to charge it.
Mac.
It's dead. You gotta charge it. I'm teaching Mom what charging is.
The technologically illiterate are so fun.
I don't know, I didn't make that. Just asking
Everyone
me how something works that I didn't make.
Everyone can relate to the grandma who doesn't know how to use a phone.
I don't know every little bit of technology in the world, Mom.
Of course you do.
Then Bluetooth, yes, means you can.
But Mac, don't forget about the Principe, because they won't always attack you first.
I know.
And also the Rawatai, depending on your views of them.
You were killed, and yet here you stand. Clearly the gods are working through you.
Usually I just attack things that go after me first.
I am honored to stand
Forget
in
about
your
the
presence.
Principe.
You serve a higher calling, just as I do. The Living Lands is closer to the gods than any other part of Aora. That's what my prayers have told me.
That is
Now, if you
factually
don't
false.
mind, I
We have
must
seen
attend
we
to
have
my
seen that in the
duties.
second game.
Remember your faith, for the gods have entrusted us with a higher purpose. Farewell, Envoy.
For now, that's got to be finding out who killed you.
Easier said than done, Garrus.
Gods be with you.
Those steel Garota are going around throwing about just...
Militia headquarters. Stay on their good side, and we won't have to go in.
So, go in anyway, is what you're saying.
You said performance mode preferred over quality, right?
What?
In Avowed.
Are you actually going to finish too?
Yeah.
Take your
Can you
word
answer the
for it.
question?
Performance mode is a given.
Hell.
Okay.
Welcome to
Richard.
my shop, Envoy.
Do you have anything relevant?
Have I... Yeah, I've lived here my entire life. So did my parents and their parents before them. Couldn't tell you. Been so long the family's forgotten. Don't really care, honestly. We keep the city safe as best we can. Happy?
You don't seem very happy, woman. Rude. More Audra. Give. Ooh. Items. Unique items.
Audio. UI.
There's no romance in the game, so you can pick male or female freely.
Okay.
I might get that bow. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that bow just because A, I like bows for my ranged weapon, and B, it has a good enchantment. Enchantment? I am now poor.
Hail.
My $5 grand went to 800. Dude, this game in third person is weird.
How so?
I've been playing in first person for so long, and I just swapped to third person, just for shits and giggles, and it looks so strange. Bad? No, just strange. I wish they had a gun rather than a bow.
There we go. Start new game. And let's see how this plays Skyrim.
Every sailor
It's pretty much
one
one-to-one.
for Andra and one for Helia too. Don't forget to dust your shoes off.
Do you think this game's ever going to support mods?
Given that it's made by Bethesda, it's possible, but unlikely. I would say don't count on it.
Okay.
Oh, Sky Mother, Queen of Birds, forgive me. I promise to never, ever, ever run afoul of you again. Forgive me. I meant no offense.
Okay,
You guys
so
are really praising Hylia.
So we're godlikes by default.
Merciful gods! You're the inspiration I've been looking for. Please, allow me to memorize
Elf or
your
human, take your
sacred
pick.
features. Let me burn them into my unworthy
there a
eyes
difference?
and dash them upon the canvas.
Dialogue.
Hmm.
And also height.
Yes. Yes! Oh, I came on too strongly, didn't I? Oh, ruined the painting I haven't even started. Curse me for a fool. Helia blessed me with the gift of artistic expression, but that's no excuse for rudeness. Oh, please, accept my apology.
Rude. I
I'll
was
be
going
an
to warn you
elf.
not to trip over yourself.
I can
Same.
paint a grotesque beauty or a beautiful grotesquerie, and yet there is little beauty to be found in these dark times. Of course you're right. And if I need to brave the unknown, sacrificing my life to the quest, so be it.
I don't know about that one.
Farewell, my friend.
I'm assuming we're meant to be plant godlikes.
Fungus. What? Technically. Plant godlikes are Gallowayne. Fungus is something else apparently.
Please, I've got amends to make. Please, I've got amends to make.
The context, I have no idea, but the fungus godlikes are apparently different. Parkour. There's something over there. Alright, hold on. Is this Barris? No.
Human, you've met the Eternal Queen. Does that actually look like her?
I would say probably not Garrus.
You know, I was gonna say I'm not a fan of the fungus godlike.
Well, get used to staring at fungus. I mean,
Why
you
couldn't we
can
pick what? Why couldn't we pick what godlike we wanted to be?
I'd have to
Sometimes
agree
I
with
think
that.
Having money is really about the view.
What were you gonna say?
You can technically turn the fungus off if you really wanted to, but then you wouldn't really be a godlike now, would you?
Fair.
Damn rickety table.
But wouldn't that be the
Envoy,
point?
Go right on through.
What do you mean?
To not be a godlike.
I mean, if we're talking about godlikes, Rimmergans and Barretts look the nicest. All the other godlikes kind of look meh, in my opinion.
I would go with this godlike here if it wasn't the same color as my skin.
Can change the color of your skin, you know. You knew that, right?
Yeah. I knew that. I knew that.
So then why are you complaining, Stutter?
Hey, you stuttered first, so making fun of you.
That's nice. So why are you complaining there, Stutters?
There's a joke about Paradise's government in here somewhere.
I don't know, why'd you stutter?
Reasons. So you can answer the question?
because I was under the assumption that no matter what skin color I chose, that first godlike hair would have matched it because of how the skin color I chose before matched perfectly.
I'm not sure that's how that works. I need to find the other two pieces of Wodaka's totem, but I have no idea where to look. That piece of paper told me nothing.
So quiet. You almost wouldn't know you're still in Paradise. Shame a perfectly good house has to sit around empty.
Sorry, Envoy. The Clavager's estate is closed. Move along, Adiran. The Clavager's
not nice.
dead. Take your business elsewhere. The Clavager's
What's
dead.
nice?
Take...
What the militia is saying.
I know I feel safe with the guard presence around here.
Garrus, no you don't. Stop lying.
Don't sign any petitions, no matter what anyone says.
You know, I would think that part would be obvious. Ooh, another merchant. Don't mind if I
I had
do.
a guy ask me whether dreams had a taste here once.
That, Garrus, that's a statement that you should be disturbed about.
Watcher is a fraud.
Excuse me, are you going to see the Watcher? Oh, good. Maybe you could help us settle a disagreement. My friend and I are metaphysical philosophers, and we have hit a bit of a snag.
If you want to run, now's our chance.
I say Watchers are a hoax, and he says Watchers are magical, all-knowing windows into the afterlife.
Well, we picked opinions out of the hat, and now
Facial
we're defending them.
hair.
That's why we need outside help. We know that Watchers can look into souls and read people, but that's about it.
An elf with facial hair is interesting.
Fior Messiverno has a wonderful library. We can do all kinds of research.
Are we really going to cross the living lands just to prove a point? What am I talking about? Of course we are.
Thank you for your perspective, Envoy. We'll trouble you no more.
Are we really gonna cross the entire living land just to prove a point? What am I talking about? Of course we
It
are.
doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
Who said that?
One of the metaphysical philosophers.
An Adiran, come to see my wares. Well, don't I feel blessed?
That is the fluffiest, most handlebar mustache I've ever seen.
Really?
Bro. Mac, pop on the stream just for a second so you can look at this fucking mustache.
Okay.
That is the handlebariest.
Just choose this hair color. There we go. Okay, going on stream. That guy's mustache, though. Okay, yeah. That is intense.
I know! The fucking mustache! It looks like it wants to leave.
Where are my manners? Name's Cutty. I'm a trader of lost things. They come my way, I peddle them for people like you to find.
Mac, this fucking gun name.
What?
It's called the Disappointer.
What, do you need to give it special pills? So it can perform?
It does 10% less base damage to do 10% bleed damage. And its description literally says that it's failed everyone who's used it.
That's funny.
What boots do I have? I'm going to need to get those boots. I don't have money though, I'm poor. Anything that I can sell for a lot of monies? No.
Whatever you need, discretion.
So what does the gun look like? That is an interesting looking gun.
Only the finest here. You'd agree if you saw where it came from.
Dude, the gun even sounds wonk. Who knew a gun called the Disappointer could sound wonky?
This isn't what the healer said it would be like.
Chest. Money.
We know that with these godlike creatures on, it makes it hard for you to actually use any freaking face paints, right?
I found face paint that works with my character pretty good.
Because the only godlike creature I liked for the face is the one that's like, I'll just take a picture. I do not know how to fucking describe it.
Gods, I hope she can.
Well, the best way to describe it would be fungus, but that would say nothing.
Please. Prayers.
What face paint or scars can you find that will match with this?
Dream stage. She'll see that mine's healthy, right?
Deja vu.
What?
Been in this place before.
Hiding in the streets. Deja vu. There was
I'm just gonna point out, and you're never gonna unsee it. You
What?
literally just made Gale with fungus on his head. I'm sure Mister would be very disappointed.
Don't you know, I'm the son of Mistra and Gale. Mistra gave Gale a second chance and he had a kid. That kid was me. But yeah, what face paint would go with that? But it covers my face.
Are you talking about the eyeliner face paint or the full face paint?
Full face paint. Because eyeliner, none of them work.
Oh, trust me, a few of them would work.
Okay.
Most of the paint that I have on my character is from eyeliner and whatnot. It kind of looks like paint, but not paint.
What's taking? Hey, it's your turn.
Let's see if I can. Where's? The only thing that pops up from the eyeliner thing is only the middle of where my nose is. Everything else is just obscured.
Well, there you go. You found something. And if I could find an eyeliner for my character, you can definitely find one for yours.
Oh, what about full face paint?
You can find one for yours. I did. I think.
The Watcher can provide the answers you seek.
Oh, this woman is insane.
Come closer,
right, this one's the charlatan.
Your soul, envoy. Your very soul is in danger. The Watcher can see it. The Watcher knows. An envoy. A godlike. Two destinies come together. How curious. You are burdened with two weights so heavy. The Watcher laments for you, godlike. The Watcher can see into your soul. The Watcher knows. There is a soul plague descending onto the city, godlike. A plague.
I'm starting to wonder if I even want face paint at this point.
But the Watcher can see.
I mean,
that
some of the
your
face paint can
soul
be made to
may
look part
still
of the
be
fungus.
saved.
That's what I did.
Gracious soul you have. A wealthy soul.
I guess this is the best I'm gonna get. Background.
The Watcher reveals what is there, godlike. Some may already be revealed. The Watcher must eat to help, godlike. The Watcher asks for little in return.
That's funny.
Why come to me at all, then, if you're so clever? Ugh, my trade's been cut off since the city closed, and I have to make ends meet. At least I'm giving people hope. Can you Adiran say the same?
Yeah, but false hope leading them into disaster is not a good thing.
I have other patrons waiting for me.
Things are bound to be tense after Claviger Amon's death.
What's taking so long?
Oh, this is taking ages.
The Dream Scourge is only going to bring more people like her out of the woodwork.
You got that right. Sanity. So other than the gun and the boots that I want to get, but I'm too poor to afford, what was the point of coming over here?
The Adirans only see us as soil to feed their dying homeland. Why should we nourish them? We have our own home, our own lives to live.
I chose the war hero background.
I chose the scout. I was thinking of war hero, but I didn't want to because of how entwined the gods are in the game. I didn't want to pick war hero because of Skane. You read the description of war hero, right?
Yeah, the Skane Uprising.
So you indirectly pissed off Skane.
The letter will do the talking for you.
Fair
Sort of.
enough.
Maybe you can
But I
help.
didn't solidify
I
my
was seeing
selection
this
yet.
girl,
But
Nasha, down at the bathhouse.
I mean, I'd go with it.
I'm
It might
sure
be
it was
interesting.
just business at first, but we fell in love. I haven't been in a while, though.
yep, screw it.
And the thing is,
Screw you, Skane.
I've met someone else.
Game difficulty, half of the damned.
That's what everyone tells me. They just couldn't see what we had. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her?
A name
Sure,
will
I
not
can
be
use the
Envoy.
Thank you.
No,
I used to wonder why no one talked about this.
it'll be
Now I
Ragnell.
understand. Nasha should be working right now.
Ragnell the Envoy?
The place
No.
is called the Mermaid's Den.
Okay, what's
It's the
identifier and
big
player
one with
character
the balcony
sheet?
and the round window.
I'm sure you can guess. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Display identifier in. Oh, that I see is
I
like.
don't think the new
Okay.
owners like company.
I get it now.
Food. Wow, the Disappointer is a very effective handgun.
Hello, whatever animal you are in the cutscene. Either you're like one part adorable, one part creepy.
It kind of looks like a, what's that fucking monkey called? We literally were just talking about the lemur. There we go.
I was thinking more of meerkat.
I could see that.
Here it comes.
Okay, it's starting to be more adorable than creepy to me. And now it's dead.
Are you sure about that?
Don't know. It just stepped on a pod, went boom, and flew to the ground.
I can only imagine John Cena's voice in that meme. Are you sure about that?
Guess the deer and discipline doesn't apply to test control.
Okay, so the animal was dead, then it became whatever the heck that is.
Is there a chest here? No. Wait. There's a mushroom, though. Oh, I have to do parkour. Yay. Don't know how to get up there, though, unless this how. How?
Yeah.
Parkour. Ooh, gloves. Any good? No. Okay, well, kinda. Do they look kinda good? I feel like this is a reference to Batman. What do they look like up? What do they look like up close?
Hi, Garrick. Is that Garrus?
Oh.
Oh.
You know what Garrus sounds like.
Well, it has the name Garrick, so I thought it was Garrus.
No, the guy you're looking for is Kai.
Hmm.
My legs, they are broken.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
You got that fucking right.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky. As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone. They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there. Me? Oh no, I know better than to tread on that side of the Emperor's laws. I just knew some people at one time. Long ago. They asked me to join them in the experiment, but I've made enough mistakes to know how to avoid a big one.
So I start off with spears, war hero.
Why
What'd
are
you start off
looking
with?
for those sailors? Did the Valiant captain send you?
Two-handed or one-handed?
One.
Hmm.
I don't know much, but one of the smugglers whispered the name Captain Bardato and spit on the ground. The name sounded Valiant to me. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh no,
I imagine a Valian sea captain knows better than to spend time among all these
we
Adiran
go.
soldiers. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castle's Folly, so I wish you luck.
No, I didn't want to use... Well, yeah, sure, okay. Okay, I did want to use the health potion. I was at half health, didn't notice that.
Envoy, got a situation over here. Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all
Just a
day.
warning. Health potions are hard to come by and very expensive.
Okay.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it.
So look for a
but
healing
the guards
companion
could
as soon
use
as
your help.
possible.
Most of us
Haven't
are off
found one
searching
yet.
for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check
What
her heart for
difficulty did you
contraband.
pick?
There's a lot
Half of
to
the
dig
damned.
through.
That's a good thing because some of these fights genuinely feel too easy. And then some of them just boot you in the teeth and say, "Get up."
You're not just a soldier, you're deaf.
Yeah, fucking wear Puss in Boots and the guy beating on us is death. Pick it up.
Go ahead, pick it up. You're not
Find
mere
anything?
enemy, you're deaf.
Yeah. Accurate.
So this is a one-handed spear. Okay.
The spears are kind of shite. Well, let me phrase that. The basic spears are kind of shite. I haven't seen any good ones.
Find anything? I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Was it some fungi? Does that mean water is my friend?
Where she's going, she won't be able to blow
There is a ring that makes it your friend.
Oh, I see dead body under here in the water. That it can't interact with a loot. So it's useless.
Oh yeah, did you go over your settings? Because there's a lot. This game has a lot of hand holdings and a lot of billion things on the screen if you don't turn them off. I pretty much turned all of the interactive shit off because I did not like all the shit on the screen.
What, UI?
That's part of it. There's stuff that's all over in every section of the settings. I can tell you all the settings if you want to make it pretty much identical to Skyrim.
Sure.
Alright, go into game.
Okay.
And scroll down.
Okay.
There will be incoming attack warnings. You can turn that off.
Okay.
Hit flash mode disabled unless you want a fucking seizure whenever you get hit.
Fair enough.
Aim assist off because ew.
I turned it off before. Why the heck did it go back on?
You forgot to save it.
Hmm.
And all of the other stuff, like dodge, align, slow time, turn those off too. It's literally just hand-holding mode.
Okay.
No fun when your screen magnetizes the enemies.
Anything else?
Go to UI.
Okay.
Interaction icons and loot shimmer off.
Okay.
Damage numbers, scroll down, off.
Okay.
Scroll down. There will be on the compass. Turn all of those off because they get in the way. Trust me, you don't need the compass hostiles. The game will tell you where hostiles are anyway.
What about the God Shrine totem pieces?
You can leave that on or off because that one genuinely doesn't get in the way. I turn them off just so I actually have to find them rather than being shown where they are.
Hmm. Anything else?
Go into accessibility.
Okay.
Interaction icons and loot shimmer, that should still be off.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now accept.
Okay. What about text move towards target?
I mean, if you want handheld mode on, by all means, but if you don't, then you turn it off because it magnetizes your screen towards the enemy.
Okay.
It's like there's
Go turn that off.
soil this year.
There we go. My skin erase seems so much more clear.
For real. I guess I'll report to the ambassador now.
Right. But you're here.
Oh, Garrick's back.
Gods, am I glad to see you.
Did you hear?
Still can't
Garrick's
believe you're
back.
alive.
He's here to take us home.
I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach. None of the clerks believe my story. You've got some god looking out for
What?
you. Still
What
can't
Garrick
believe
said.
you're alive. None of the clerks believe.
Do you remember where I got that line from?
Which
Oh,
line?
modified. Did you hear? Garrick's back. He's here to take us home.
Nope.
Divinity 2.
My story.
That girl that removes your forced prison necklace.
I'm really drawing a blank. Oh, wait, no, I remember, yep.
But the dwarf goes, close your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. Think before we go, you're silver, you're not gonna need it anymore.
Did you grab the free health potion that was on the beach?
There's two of them. I used one, and I got another one from a dead guy that was holding it in his hands.
A very morbid sentiment.
Yeah. All my friends are dead!
According to the game, the envoy doesn't have friends.
All my crew is dead! I mean, Garrick's our friend.
Well, he is now.
Do weapons have durability?
No.
Thank fuck.
Although guns, unfortunately, have infinite ammo.
I mean, just like Skyrim to infinite ammo bows.
Yeah, because, you know, there was totally infinite ammo in Skyrim. Wait. Oh, he's back. I didn't even recognize him at first. Okay.
Who's back?
Hain, one of the archmages that helped the Watcher throughout the first and second game.
Hain?
Hain. T-A.
Oh. I haven't met Tain yet. The only Archmage I've met so far is Artemir.
Well, none of the Archmages are good, but none of them are bad either.
Also, I found out that when it comes to... Because whoever sneezed, because I found out that when it comes to boarding a boat battle in Pillars of Eternity 2, the NPC allies you get is randomized based on what psychics you have, companions you have, and the sheet sailors you have.
I did not know that. Is that new, or was that from the beginning?
Don't know. All I know is that I've noticed that every now and then I would get like Murky, Zoti, Constantine, but then I would get like that Soul Eater girl and Fascinon. It would always randomize. A few times I got Berta.
I think the only guy who is guaranteed to show up is the driver.
Nope.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
Mostly it's been my psychics and companions that I'm not using that have been showing up. Rarely do I see another sailor.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Tej.
I'm
Stop
surprised
being
they
mean
let
to
you
Garrus.
in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because you all sure didn't.
No one expected the Envoy to get assassinated.
Exactly. Amateurs. Well.
Kai?
Come on, it's funny.
Be cool if I was
Tej
able to throw my
caused
speed like a javelin.
ruckus last time he was slumming
That's what
it
a
at
gun
the
is
Battle
for.
Rock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right.
But it's
I
not
had
as
to put
fun
you
as
outside.
throwing a javelin.
You threw me into the canal.
I could agree with that.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to know that. Yeah, but now you'll never think of Tej the same way again.
Spears
will
have
you?
a lot of stagger,
And now he'll
apparently.
never think of you the same way either.
You can actually look at the stagger bar if you look into it in your inventory.
Anything.
Oh.
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
16
It was
physical,
over a
12
dice
stun,
game,
13 stamina cost, 6%
Tej here
critical
has a
hit
gambling
chance.
Great.
That's a
That
shit
all
stun
my
rate.
troubles. Is there anything else?
Well, each time I stabbed at Zara, he would flinch, so...
It's a
You sure
small
about
lizard.
that?
What you expect?
We'll talk about this later.
Skyrim, where no one
I'm not
flinches at all, no
breaking up
matter how
with
many
it
times you hit them.
Just so we're clear.
Bro
That's
hasn't played
more than
Skyrim
enough.
if you think
Thank
that's
you.
how that works.
Was there anything I could help you with, Envoy?
I played Skyrim a lot, and
The
not often do I
7-foot
see
tall Almaua with
enemies
biceps
flinch
the
when I
size
hit
of my
them.
head. No,
I've had enemies flinch all the time.
Flatterer. You know I'm
But you
barely
use
over
two-handed?
6.5.
I usually use one-handed.
I use one-handed.
Naturally, sir. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
What does it
If you're
sound?
looking for a particular year, the first thing you should know about Paradise
Got hit
is
by a
that this
tripwire.
isn't the kind of place where the locals
Look
keep
down.
records. And though it might
Yeah,
be
I
considered
disabled
a
the first one,
distant
but I didn't see the
backwater
second
by the
one.
rest of the world, this city is the height of civilization by the standards
You die?
of the living lands. As for
But I
who
am
calls
poisoned,
this place
and oh my
home,
god, poison does a
I
lot of
suspect
damage.
you could
Do
find
not
a
get
criminal,
poisoned.
confidence man, or prophet from every civilization in the world here.
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got draft dodgers, courtesans,
Garrick,
and
help!
revolutionaries.
Any poison
too.
potions?
You know, all the fun people.
In any
If
event,
you've been looking at all the plants,
as
you
far
should
as I
have
can
berries
tell,
that stop
Paradise
poison.
has been this way since its inception. Thus, the
I don't know what
eclectic
plants I
display
can
of
and can't
architectural
pick up.
styles.
That's why
If
you look
nothing
at them
else,
all.
This city is a reflection of the countless people who have passed through it on their way to the interior. Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which to engage in trade.
All these plants look alike.
Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the frontier.
So, which is
You got springberries.
Why not both?
That's the one.
That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the inquisitors, neither can succeed until the Dream Scourge is ended. We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore, but the closer to the center of the island you go, the worse it gets. That bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst of it, and the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day. Look, for all that I complain about this backwater,
My question is, who the heck
there
set
are
up
good
those
people here.
freaking traps?
Same as anywhere else.
Lizards,
People
and
want
also
to be
the
able
crazy
to walk
people.
to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs and know they won't be mugged.
Of course there's crazy
People who
people.
like it when the mail comes on time, and their skates are made from real copper, and their neighborhood peeping Tom ends up in the stocks. Those people, good and honest people, who pay their debts and honor their contracts and remember to thank the gods, they like us a lot. The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits and
Northreach
criminals
storage
intent
key is
on
what I need.
undermining the rule of law.
I never
They
found
take out
that key,
loans
so
to
good
smaller
luck.
deer and banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect.
Have you
They
been
agree to
destroying boxes
contracts
and
with
stuff?
families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, promptly abandon them. When we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they
Maybe the
set
guy
our
with that
counting house on
ass
fire.
haircut.
And when our fishermen return to port, they board their ships and sink them.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
For decades, people like them ruled this city through fear. We imposed order, and now they oppose us. You, unfortunately, were caught in the crossfire. I'm an open book. There's a lot of ground to cover. Could you be more specific? Ah, the age-old question. Who's bigger? Adir is, naturally, by a wide margin. And were we at the Cartographers Guild in High Crown, I could show you on one of their globes. As it is, we must make do in the theater of our
Don't mind me
minds.
just double tapping the bodies.
The Living Lands are located in the far north of Aora. Adir is southwest of the
The
Living
Union
Lands,
wanted zombies.
situated along the equator.
It's better just saying
The
one
Living
foot.
Lands are more arid
Don't
than
get Zilman on
Adir,
his
and
cheek.
the island is more prone to storms. But its many deep valleys protect the various townships from the worst of the weather. Topographically speaking, the Living Lands are a place of extremes. Deep inland, mountains rise high enough to rival those of the White March, blanketed year-round in snow. While east of the volcano of Mount Forja is an acid sea that sinks far below the level of the ocean. The lands between them are riven with deep clefts in the earth and isolated by wastelands of sun-baked sand dunes.
Roast chicken, yay.
I'll share what I can.
You're gonna be needing a lot of those given the lack of potions.
There is no singular authority in the Living Lands.
Not yet, anyway.
I shudder to think what the Living Lands would look like under your rule.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot
I
more
just
fun.
reviewed a secret room.
Charming.
Ow.
Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships scattered across the island. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace.
Did this thing
None of
seriously
which, I
one-shot
will
me?
note, are as safe and orderly as
What?
Paradise.
I opened a secret door and I got attacked by a Dreamweaver or something.
No idea what the fuck that is.
Fior Mesiverno is located
I'm
in a
poisoned.
valley known locally as the Emerald Stair, named for the terraced rice paddies that cover its hillsides. It is our closest neighbor. The city, if you can call it that, was founded 50 years ago by animancers from the Valian Republics. Apparently, the laws governing animancy weren't lenient enough in the republics. So the city's founders came to the Living Lands, where they could practice their discipline more freely. Currently, Fjord is governed by a man named Ignacy Vidaro. Rather inept, to hear the ambassador talk
Hey man,
about
opening
him.
secret room. I was
Fjord's
expecting
farmers
their
supply most
storage
of the
key to
grain
be
and
here.
vegetables we eat here in Paradise. Or it did. Their shipments have been infrequent lately. Something about a blight in the fields. In any event, I believe that covers fuel. The Valian Republics are a collection of city-states in the eastern reach, southeast of our former colony, the Deerwood. The Republics began life as colonies of the Grand Empire of Valia, hence the name. But as Grand Valia's economy collapsed,
torture room, by the way.
Well, the colony saw an opportunity to escape the influence of the Empire of Origin, and they seceded, much as the Deerwood did from Adir. Now a mature confederation in their own right,
Bamber's plus 15%
have recently indulged their own expansionist ambitions in the Deadfire Archipelago. Through their merchants in the Valian Trading Company, the Republics will sell you anything you could ever wish to buy.
Up to and including people.
We should count ourselves lucky they've had no interest in the living lands. In a struggle between our Emperor and the Republic's great dukes, well, I doubt we would come out on top. But if anyone asks, I was not the one who told you that. Everything you need to know about Thirdborn is in its name. It was founded by the Thirdborn children of Rawatai, Navy dropouts, smugglers, and hands for hire. Almawa and Orleans, mostly.
Home, sweet home.
You're free to go back any time you like.
I like my current circumstances just fine, thanks.
They are people, in short, who couldn't cut it in the civilized world, and had to make room on the margins. Unfortunately,
why
they are currently besieged by the
also at the beginning of the game, why do they mention Rio when
it's
supposed to be broken?
Can, and the mayor, Temerity,
I'd imagine a lot of people don't know that.
But I don't know how long they'll hold out.
There's some people that definitely do, but I doubt everyone knows that.
Rawatai is one of the old empires. Every bit as storied as Grand Valia or our native Adir. If Adir is to the southwest,
make sure you collect the rotted fruit and stuff too. You can use them.
Is to the southeast.
Okay.
And unlike our home, their small continent is racked by terrible storms. This is due, or rather, was due, to the island's proximity to Andra's mortar, the unending super hurricane that once hid the
There's really nothing in here but 2 freaking notes and
Rawatai is largely
half an apple.
By Almawa, descended from those who fled the Deadfire Archipelago centuries ago, when Andra pulled the moon, Ioni Brather, into the sea. They are an aggressive, militant culture, and personally I find their obsession with gunpowder rather quaint. They are also our chief rivals on the world stage.
I don't think they see it that way.
No.
They absolutely do not.
Well,
how do I put this food stuff on my hotbar?
Adir doesn't really rate.
Now you're just
you have to go in your inventory.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but
wait, no, hold
we
LB.
don't think about you at all.
I think.
While in inventory?
I'm in a no, well, you're out of your inventory. I'm currently in a dialogue, so I can't tell you.
Is, what is there to say, really?
Yeah, they tend to have that effect on people.
The trouble is, I don't know much about Solace.
Okay,
Nobody
there's
does.
that.
They are an isolationist community of Pargrunan dwarves who live in the
that's how. Okay, hold L. Oh no, press LB
they don't let
and then.
Outsiders into their lands, and they don't let their people out of them.
Some folks get out from time to time, but they can't ever go back. And the ones who survive aren't eager to talk about their experiences.
People aside, the land itself is incredibly hostile. The island's volcano, Mount Forja, rests at the heart of the region, and it's recently become active. Half the land is lava.
Okay, so I can't bind the food to the thing. All I can do is LB thing.
I don't know why anyone lives there. I have to assume they're all insane.
You have no idea.
Naturally. The Pargrunan are a unique community of mountain dwarves originating in Old Valia. As a people, they've made their name as explorers, builders, miners. No doubt you've seen their ruins in your travels, here, back home in Adir, and all across the world. They maintain a rich tradition of oral storytelling, chanted magics, and ritual carving, which they take great pains to record and transmit across their various communities. Even the most physically isolated Pogroom is not alone. Somewhere,
I found
one
a
of
book
their
called
people
Pillars of
is thinking
Eternity.
them and plan an
Reference.
expedition. Abidon must cherish them.
You sound like you admire them.
Oh, give me the
I suppose
shield.
I do.
I found a Fort Northreach storage
By all
key.
means.
Hey.
How did you not? It was on the same body that you get the shield from.
Oh.
Consider
Okay.
yourself lucky.
How'd you not
Inquisitor Ludwine is the
find
commander of the
it?
Steel Garrote in
Yes.
Paradise.
Tell me what's in there.
Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But
Did
she
you at least
doesn't
pick up the
keep it
shield?
so much as
Probably.
prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's
Bruh.
also a veteran of
I'm over
the
here
Steel
thinking it's a
Garrote
hard thing to
campaign
find.
in
Nope.
Deathfire,
Literally just look
where she
left.
died.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there.
So what's in
but
here?
I suppose Wodeka
Open.
wasn't done with her yet. I only met her once. She was a mid-level member of the Steel Garrote.
Ooh,
then, chasing
health potion,
oathbreakers who'd fled a
medium
deer
stack
in
of
law.
copper skillets.
She'd come back to the Imperial
What, in the
Archives
storage
to
room?
borrow a map to a place
Yeah.
called Oathbinder's Sanctum.
Anything else?
I remember
Ooh,
she
there's
was
a big chest in
furious
here.
because the map was quite poor. She worried about finding the place, about
Common breastplate.
properly executing her duty to her god. She wanted, I think, to do a good job.
Nice, more
So,
defense.
while clearly she has changed, in some sense,
If only you
I'd
had the
say she's
defense
much the same.
early on.
I have way more armor than that.
Oh, now you do.
Death Guards are surpassingly
beginning.
rare. Some of the secretaries who traveled with our dignitaries in the Deathfire spoke of one named Iser, a devotee of Berith, who guards the hanging sepulchres there. But I've heard of no others except
Hey,
those I've read
references.
about in the histories, or, as you say, in stories. They are people,
I'm
most
embarrassed
often
for you couldn't
paladins or
find the key.
priests, so devoted to a cause.
I'm
that they
embarrassed for
simply
you because you
refuse
found
to
the
pass
key.
on to
Meh.
the wheel when they die. Their soul haunts their
Boy,
body.
you're not able to come back
The
here just to
passion
get the key.
required to sustain them
Oh.
devours their flesh.
Really?
And they swiftly turn to
Can't go
bone.
back.
I've never read a history.
I'm
nor
glad I got the
tale
key
of a
then.
Death Guard that did not end
Advanced
with them
soldiers
going
rambling.
quite mad. When they lose their capacity to care for anything but their cause, they cannot love. And when they cannot love, they cannot be merciful. And so,
Are we
everything
sure I'm a
before them
godlike? Because I'm
becomes
starting to see
only
people dead with like mushroom
an
things on
obstacle.
them and talking about tearing it out and stuff.
That doesn't mean you're not a godlike.
What, Ma?
Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradise?
Since the events in the Deathfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodeka. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodeka's priests, or Wodeka herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say.
Is parrying a thing in this game?
Yeah.
I got a black right when they're about to hit me.
I haven't done it yet, but I would assume so.
Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility
I'm
comforting.
into Beyond now.
Wodeka's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased
Beyond
her.
the
and
mysterious
I aim to please.
beyond.
But Wodeka does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a
attest to
God
that.
who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free. Of course. I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city. She is a liar and a thief.
Oh, did you take your money?
No. Anyway, Watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls.
You
The
did.
soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between. In either case, interacting with a
Journal,
soul allows a Watcher to glimpse
tutorials,
a person's
combat.
past
Let's see if I can
lives,
do
their most
block.
deeply buried memories. Watchers are incredibly rare,
Hey.
and in Adir, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn. The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful Watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know. Of the ones that are public, little is concretely known. But we hear things.
Is there a headshot
They make good
damage?
judges in workers'
Yeah.
courts, so long as they're controlled. The Lord
I'm assuming you can't get headshot damage from melee, right?
Blackmail on their enemies. But I suspect many Watchers
You
are
probably
imprisoned
can.
or
I haven't really
executed,
tested it with melee.
or simply kill themselves. A Watcher doesn't need your cooperation or consent to read your soul. They could learn everything about you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
terribly
don't tell me it's gonna be
damaging
this
things
many
about your
Zaribs.
parentage, for example, or things you did in a past life.
Garrick, hurry.
Without you ever knowing.
Hurry up and kill that thing.
You see how this could threaten the established order, undermine our betters' right to rule.
Yeah, but that's just one side to it. Imagine how a Watcher feels, knowing what a threat they are to the status quo. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be keen on kings and emperors wanting me dead. Sounds like a lot of hassle.
Don't sell yourself short, Kai. I don't doubt you're an expert in people wanting you dead.
You're not wrong.
I rarely am. In any case, the Watcher is fundamentally a tragic figure. Of the few that survive our world, most are destined to go mad. Yes and no. So far as I understand it, a Watcher is born a Watcher. But it takes an event, often something shocking or traumatic, to bring a Watcher's powers to the fore. So you may be a Watcher, or I may be, or Kai, and we might not
Okay,
even know.
Garrick, here. There, enemy's dead. Now
Well,
read this
the
one.
Watcher of Cadnua is legendary. It was their castle
Hey,
Aethys
references to
destroyed
number
when
1
he
and
began his
2,
campaign
yay.
of terror in the Dead Fire.
I hope this
By
radio
the
companions
Queen,
do
I
more
hope I get to
damage.
meet them someday. In terms
Well,
of local
that
interest,
companion is meant to do
you'll
no
have heard
damage.
of Runid, of course. And there was Ida. You may not know about her. She was a Watcher from the Living Lands. I believe she was an Orlan. She must have died, 150 years ago. Slain by a great serpent, gods treat kindly with her soul. Doubtless
A
there are
potion,
others,
yay!
but
Can always use more of those.
most don't meet a good end.
I'll say this, that companion is meant to do like 0 damage, but the actual companions don't do a whole lot more.
I'm an open book. Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far
Have you been
more than
leveling
he
up your
let on.
companions?
And without the Claviger's steady
They gain
hand at the
XP
rudder,
really slow. I've
the
leveled up like
ambassador's
3
struggling
times
just
and they
to
haven't
bail
leveled up
water
once,
from
so
the
I'm not sure
sinking
how
ship
that
is
works.
Paradise.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked.
That health
but
potion.
He kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me.
Hi, Laura. Are you a companion?
He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed to satisfy it back then.
Backpack. Yoink, yoink.
I suppose, years later, he still does. Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier
So
because
what
we're
can that
anybody's
turn
favorite.
spoiled cabbage
The longer
into?
I'm here, the more likely
Poison.
the people who matter are to forget me.
And also upgrades.
And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy. Of course. Should you ever need safe travels, Envoy? Envoy, how can I...
What?
You mean a god gave you that face?
Envoy, is it really... you?
That book was a whole lot of nothing.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst.
So did you have
How
something
do
to
you
do with it?
feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of commission, perhaps? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. Here's something to tide you over.
But your work isn't finished just yet.
Oh wow,
You've
100
seen
gold.
how wild
Thanks
the
for
living
nothing.
lands has become, both in nature and in politics.
Did you free Laura,
Sometimes I
or
think
did you
the
not?
island has a mind of its own.
I freed her.
No sooner had
Although
you
her
arrived
story
than
has
you
holes
found
in it.
yourself at the center of our troubles.
So says Garrick, yeah.
No, I mean literally. Like, if you look around, her story has holes in it, but as far as I can tell, nothing comes of it.
At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
You know, now that I think about it, now that he says this, I've noticed that the Zorips, the lizards, aren't affected by this plague. It's an interesting thought right there.
Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw attacked you out in the open. All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes. Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisian rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change. Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
Oh, second companion.
Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise. I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
Well, we know that the gods didn't build the lands. Because they didn't used to be gods. So
Gods just governed the lands.
exactly. So this thing saying it's a lie isn't accurate, but it's not wrong.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death.
Why?
All while the rumored dream scourge spreads. Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
We'll talk more of the dream scourge when you return. Until then, envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Absolutely. If it's a second companion, I needs it.
You've got some god looking out for you.
Handful, how can I...
Second companion. Away. Oh shit. Dwarf. Dwarf.
Ouch.
Dwarf.
Don't go starting trouble.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Ha!
Yay,
the
dwarf.
Mighty Marius, deep in
Yes,
his
dwarf.
ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
It looks like a companion.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
Why does he have the Eye of Whale on him, though?
Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adiran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a
This
second
dwarf talks a lot in Dwarven.
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of widow's kiss in
I'd rather have Laura
and
with
serve
me
you
than
drinking.
against me.
Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Good for that, Mom.
You see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
We'll see who's laughing when I'm done with you.
Come on, Maili. Let's show these people why you don't pick fights in the Balrog.
Are we really gonna... Oh no.
We have a Mr. Bam.
The drunk people wanting to murder.
It's gotta kill him.
Thanks, Marius.
more bloodthirsty. Come on, Marco. You know you love it.
That's one for us.
Migrants' flames. Don't go around picking any more fights. You hear? The patrons
Easier said than done.
but they're not the ones who have to clean up after it. I like you.
Let me
Takes
equip the
balls
sword
to
instead
say
of a
that to the
spear.
one serving your drink.
So the sword has less
Now,
critical and less
what'll
stun.
it be?
I very much like the yeah. I very much like the normal sword before I got the special one.
I guess the benefit of the sword is it costs less stamina to use than spear by 2.
This dwarf uses a bow.
Is
I don't
Dwarf
think he
following
has
you
a-
alongside Garrus?
Well,
Don't know yet.
that was something.
I'm not even sure he's a
Haven't been to
companion, but he
bar
looks
fight in
like
a while.
one.
Never really saw the point.
Marius, this is the infamous.
But the fact that Lord's not with you
envoy.
means something happens.
Marius.
Well,
Correct.
Any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Gods, the
Divine
taverns in
Thorn.
Adir must be rough.
Agreed.
Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
How long does the cooldown take for second wind? I mean, second chance.
I think it's 3 to 4 minutes. I think.
I've been keeping tabs on you since you got here. Godlike, looking like you do, and hauling Kai around like a sick puppy. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. Then they wouldn't need much of a reason to go after an Adiran official. Plenty of stale water there. Still, it's dangerous to make assumptions based on stereotypes. We need more of a trail to go on. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Hey, he is a companion.
Nice. What, you're able to level them up?
How does getting a new companion mean leveling them up?
How can you tell if someone's a new companion or not?
Has it told me?
Oh.
Okay, so he has a bow and knives. Interesting.
I'll be back.
Bruh.
This is one of the few towns where it's almost safe to relax.
time to go do that mission way over there now that I have help.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
I'm back.
For me,
Hey.
take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Crap, Laura and Garrick are down. Laura, I got you. Yeah, you got raw trout and a level up. Hell yeah.
Maybe I should go to a camp first. That might be a better idea.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you
I don't know if
about
I should go with minor
I know
missiles
you're not
or
asking my
charge.
opinion, but for what it's worth, I
Do
appreciate
you plan
your
on being a
understanding of the
wizard?
situation.
Not really.
Then I wouldn't bother with the wizard skills, man. Because most of them only get buffed if you have a book in your hand. Granted, I will say you should always carry a book with you because the basic magic spells are very fucking handy. But, you know, unless you plan on speccing into it, don't waste points.
Okay.
I couldn't agree with you more. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view. Rebellion's more like our natural state of being in the living lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason. Paradise used to be a lot more violent. Now, bandits like the Sparrowhawks at least have to limit their activities. Of course, that change has come thanks to Ambassador Heelguard's adherent troops. And the Stilgarrote. Ludwine and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends. I don't like to gossip.
Since when?
Okay, I like fun gossip. They say she's hunting down so-called agitators, flattening entire settlements that stand in her way. Of course, all the news reaching Paradise is jumbled together. Stories about the Dream Scourge, the Stilgarrote, and the weird happenings that are almost commonplace around here. So it's hard to say what's true. If they're here under your banner, people will see their actions as representing you.
I
think
got a
you're right.
grimoire and a
I
wand.
don't know
Do I
that
need
these rebels
both
are all that
or?
organized yet. But where there's
The
foam,
wand is
there's
only
rocks,
a
as
different
the saying
version of a
goes.
gun.
Can I equip both a wand and a grimoire in one loadout?
Yeah.
Shoot. You're asking
Okay.
me?
There we go.
I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about? Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds, which he'll remind us of constantly.
So I'm a secondary
He's
wizard.
got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels
If you don't have a
things
gun,
more
then a
deeply
wand
than
is a
he
good
lets on.
substitute.
So,
yeah,
if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it. That's just how he shows affection. He's deeply loyal to people once he gets to know them, and he likes companionship more than he lets on. He just has a funny way of showing it. I think he left Gallowayne's tusks suddenly.
Not gonna lie, I
And
actually
under
like the
unfortunate
how
circumstances.
magic is used in this game
He's
over
never spoken
Skyrim.
directly about it, but that's what I put together, and
Quiet anyway.
it explains a lot.
Agreed.
Losing home, losing the people who gave you a sense of yourself.
Because if we're talking about
leaves a
base
mark.
game and no mods,
But don't tell him
this,
I told you.
this one has a lot more.
Seriously.
A lot more options.
Give him time, and don't rush the process. Think of him like a skittish little cub. He just needs to get used to you, but he'll come around once he does.
Ow.
Definitely don't tell him I said that. Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around once I've answered you.
Oh, I gave
You've
myself
been
a shield.
trusted with
Nice.
a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some powerful enemies back home. But as I've gotten to know you, I think that if
Ow,
anyone can stop the
got
dream
sucked in the face with a rock.
At the end of the day, I'm proud to fight alongside you. And there you have
Ow.
it.
I like how
Your
fast you
turn.
can shoot your wand. Not very accurate though, at longer ranges. You heard?
Bonk.
Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. I don't mean to be rude. That's just more praise than I've probably earned.
Ow.
Enough about me, right? Sure. What do you want to know? I'll be here if you need me.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
Why, see? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
So what outfits can dwarf use? Well, I kind of like that outfit. So what enchantments can I put on the Disappointer? The enchantment for the Disappointer is called TLC.
It's called what?
TLC.
Tender
Your
loving care.
And it reverses the negative 10% damage.
To be a positive?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh God! Act!
You sound like you're having fun.
Freaking bruiser. Die, 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 die. Keep getting A is to freaking dodge. Yee.
I do not have a lot of upgrades.
I like how if you have no magic and try to cast a spell, the character flips the pages of the book and goes,
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you try and cast a spell you have no mana for, your character flips the page forward back and goes with his hands.
That's funny.
I know mana recovers to a certain point over time, but not sure if it can recover to full over time.
It depends on your equipment.
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
No, it's fine. If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat and midday breezes don't count as washing, you know.
Right, so I smell like the wilderness. You people stand out like a tree rat in heat. You've been complaining about the flies, though. They're attracted to the scent of sap flowers.
Thanks, Mario.
Yeah, downside of using a bug. You can't block, only dodge.
Well, don't get used to it.
That's good.
No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy. Well, maybe you should try to cover your trail more often. An Adyrn official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nim dude like Kai. Like? Not the word I'd use. I'll need more time to find the right one. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is.
Save.
Merty, Envoy.
How are you,
Make myself at
Big
home.
Daddy?
Yeah, anyway, enough chat.
Oh.
I'm sure you have things to do.
I've got to up my chewy point. Huh?
Right. What do you want to know? Lovely place, as the Living Lands goes. I advise most people to stay around here if they're looking to settle. Paradise isn't the safest place in the world, but it is the safest place in the lands. Walls and guards go a long way out here. Other than that, you've got bits of forest, grasslands, some caves, cliffs, and all sorts of things to get you into trouble. This is the easiest place to survive in the Living Lands. Enjoy it while it lasts. Huh. Heard an envoy from Adir showed up and got himself killed. Other than that, nothing. Honestly, I don't listen out for gossip much. I don't know what to tell you. Trees, rocks, water, dirt. A few Zarps and bears, but not much else here wants to kill you. Enjoy it. It'll get worse from here. Word is the hunting in the Strangleroot has been a lot better since someone cleared out the diseased bear that lived out there.
Oh, you mean the armored
I never
guy?
hunt out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people owe someone a word of thanks and a half a jug of water. What? Gods, you should have led with that information. Actually, better keep it to yourself. You don't want thump-chested Nimdudes coming after you like the ones who come after me. Oh, gods. Get out there and explore, Envoy. You'll be fine. Promise. I've been traveling with you. What could I have heard? Oh, gods. I've been You probably know most of this, but here goes. Normally you look for some shelter first. Cut down a few small trees, gather moss to keep the wind out. Nothing too elaborate. With so little tree cover, you want to keep moving. The reeds near the coast make great fibers for rope, so you can lash branches together and make a decent roof. Of course, we're always moving, so we just make a quick camp and carry on. So you don't have to worry about all that.
Dude, Marius has is such fucking dry, sarcastic humor. I love it.
Right.
Was the
What do you
dwarf a
wanna
girl?
Oh.
Oh.
Let's see. Honestly, not much out here you need to worry about. Bears, Zarups, spiders, bandits. You want to make your camp look larger and scarier than it is. Keep a fire going, make a lot of noise, hide most of your food. Bears, spiders, and Zarups usually won't attack if they don't think it's worth the trouble. Act like you're tougher than they are. Now, bandits, that's something else. I'd rather run into a bear than one of them any day.
I could agree with that sentiment.
Right. Good talk.
Go after my allies, please, not me.
It's not nice.
The allies are meant to be meat shields.
You're not wrong, but still, that's not nice.
By the way,
speaking of magnetizing to enemies, why do enemies magnetize to you?
Orland girl. You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth.
I haven't noticed the magnetizing thing other than on the lizards.
I've never seen her before in my life.
We could see her again if you want. I think she liked you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, a good talk.
Some women like the brooding, mysterious types. Just gotta work on your small talk. Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead? I saw you take an arrow to the gut and collapse. Your skin went cold and you stopped moving. It happened fast. By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing. You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back.
I was able to freeze him.
What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember? Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times, almost in a trance. What happened next? The beyond. That's the realm of the gods, of souls. Well, that sounds kinda nice. What did you see there? Wait, someone? Who was it, or what was it? Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond.
Out. Does water put out fire?
And now they want you to free them
Probably.
from wherever they are. Do you trust them? Even if you wanted to leave them there, I get the feeling they're not going to leave you alone. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat. There's still time. So, this whole time you were in the beyond, and then you were just sent back. Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead?
I gotta do some control rebinding, cause
Why? What's wrong?
Yeah, probably not. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that
if
watcher
I'm able
will
to
have
remap
some
my
answers.
controls.
For now, let's get some
Isn't that what the controller section is for?
You've heard everything I have to say about our crew. Get some rest on, boy.
Right. What do you want to know? Let's see. If you can make a rope, you can make a net and get yourself some fish. Rough seas make fish stay close to shore most of the time. You want to look in the fish's eyes when you catch it. Cloudy eyes, toss it back. Clear eyes, can't lose. When you're cleaning them, check their swim bladder for worms. Always. You don't want that kind of awful night. Trust me. And always give them a little pinch to make sure they're not a shape-shifted wizard or something. Happens more than I'd like. Right. Good talk.
Okay, he's dead. Good.
Bring any good late night reading. Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
Ace of spades! I had to utilize the water a few times to escape him.
Understandable. I think.
The wood echoes,
Cutscene.
strangled suffering. We knew this creature. The Adra hums beneath the moon. The bear, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you? Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it.
Alright. With that sentence, I red flags all around.
But
Violets and the stars.
This voice wishes that I didn't kill a specific enemy. So I have red flags now.
Birth into rebirth. Growth into life again. Beauty without end. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it?
Both of these options are terrible and I don't like them.
Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
What?
Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod. Hello.
Well, I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city. Ha! That's right! Think of us as the Paradise Welcoming Committee. And you're not welcome.
Hey, that's not nice.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Oh, poor thing. Did I hurt your feelings? Because that's a good start. Ha! Let's make it quick. You're not the only one with places to be.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
It seems like bullying. I don't like it.
Nice job, everyone.
Whoa, this bow has a super fucking long zoom in noise.
Know that. My boys need to know for sure.
Your boy's lack of trust is going to get them killed.
All gotta die somewhere.
I knew it.
Captain Sinka's like, the envoy probably died in sea, good riddance. And I'm like, you want to see something to piss off the Imperial envoy? And she got flustered. So that's Kai.
I mean Garrett.
Yeah. I can certainly hear Garrus from double check if it's the same voice actor.
It is.
He sucks so.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, Brandon Keener. But again, perhaps most notably recognized to voice as Garius Bakarian in the Mass Effect trilogy. Yep. Okay.
Down, bounty target, down.
What I want is for them to have a companion voiced by Brandon Rogers. Moxie, Vader Zim.
Okay. I know the characters. I didn't know the name off the top of my head though.
I want someone, one Brandon Rogers to voice one of the companions here. That would be awesome.
I could see it. Found a gun.
Have him voice an Orlan. Orlan would voice, and Orlan would fit that voice perfectly.
If I had known I was gonna get this gun, I would. God damn it.
I think this picture face was wretched, loathsome, unlovable. I ask, well, and Kai just goes with, "You're doing great."
Man, if I had known I would... Blah. If I had known I was gonna get this pistol, I would not have gotten the Disappointer. Damn it.
What, you bought the Disappointer? Or did you get it for free from Quest?
I bought it because I didn't have any good pistol. If I had known I was gonna get a pistol from this thing right over here, I would never bought it. On the bright side, I can get some of my Audra back by breaking the weapon. What?
Since I chose the war hero, I had the war hero option to select the. Depends. Can you follow? Can you? No. What did my guy say? Can you follow orders, or will I need to hold your hand the entire way? And Kai responds with, "I did my time in Routy and Navy. I'm good as long as you talk real slow." So I used to be one to Routy.
Yeah, you know, the unpleasant people. I don't think I was supposed to get up this way, but I did.
I like how Captain Sinric mentioned to Kai, take care because you're taking a vet to the wilderness, and I don't want to steal Garrett on to have my head. That should that for you as well.
I don't remember the word vet, but I'm going to assume it wasn't said.
So, I'm here to help keep you from making decisions like the one you're about to make.
an enemy? Oh, it's a smuggler. Hello.
Where's my mark? Let's see what you got.
New companion.
Did you talk to Garrick and Woman?
Yeah, I did.
Watch this. Arms up.
Ah, so that's how new companion commands.
Fine.
This is why I don't tangle with animancy.
Here's just a place for helpful hardware, folks.
That commercial is so annoying.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
Yes. Audra, nice. I need more of that. I never have enough Audra. Just checking the thing real quick.